Alright bro, we know that ASHIKA Island is coming in Season 2, fixing Warzone 2. And now that we know it's coming, why don't we get the guns ready for it? So I'm gonna be showing you guys the best weapons to get ready, to level up, to get the loadouts ready. I'm gonna show you guys the loadouts too for ASHIKA Island. ASHIKA Island is legit gonna be like the revival of Warzone 2 because the game is so freaking shit right now and no one likes to play that shit. But like, it's hopefully gonna get better. So this video will make you one step ahead of all the competition, giving you the best guns for it already. And the way I'm getting the knowledge for these guns that are actually going to be good is from just looking back at the previous metas from Rebirth. The type of weapons that worked on Rebirth are going to be the type of weapons that work on ASHIKA Island. So yeah, let's get into the video and let me show you guys the best ASHIKA Island loadouts. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and let's go. So let's start off by saying that the long range loadouts that we use in Al-Mazrah will not work as well in ASHIKA Island. I like to personally think back to Fortune's Keep because this map looks a lot and reminds me a lot of Fortune's Keep. And what loadouts did I use on Fortune's Keep? Well, I just ended up using SMGs, like bare SMGs like Blixen, Armaguerra, Cold War MP5. I just used lots of SMGs mainly. And that was because of my rushing playstyle, and I'm assuming hopefully you have a rushing playstyle too. That's what actually, like, I'm telling you bro, rushing is so much fun unless they're camping. But basically SMGs with sometimes an AR, sometimes a sniper, or sometimes just I use Cali 6 just because I wanted like maximum movements. Now the thing is, Warzone 2 snipers are absolute shits. Unless they get buffed in Season 2, I'm not going to talk about snipers because there's legit no point. They're so bad. So let's start off with one of the SMGs that I would think would be the best. And it's not the Fennec, by the way, because the Fennec actually, I'm thinking it's going to get like a fat slap of a nerf. So I would say the MP5 or Lockman Sub. Now this gun probably will get a nerf too, I'm not gonna lie, but this gun will stay consistent because it's not the best SMG right now. It's one of the best, but it's not the top one, so it's not gonna get the biggest nerf. It's still gonna be really good. It's the MP5. I mean, what do you expect? It's been good in freaking Cold War, Modern Warfare. Vanguard didn't have one because that game's so shit. But now in Modern Warfare 2, we have an MP5 as well, and of course, it's good. Here's the loadout I'd use for the MP5 when ASHIKA Island ends up releasing. Now next, let's talk about an AR, because I did use some ARs in Fortune's Keep, and one of them was mainly the XM4. That was just one that stood out to me. It had some like really good time to kill most of the time. And recently, I've been experimenting with the M4 in Al-Mazrah, and it's actually like really good. I'm actually gonna make a video on the M4 actually later on Warzone 2, so stay tuned for that. But I'm gonna be showing you guys the M4 that I would think would be good for ASHIKA Island. Here's the loadout, and it's a little different from like my normal Al-Mazrah loadout because I mean less range a little bit and more movements, so that you know it's shorter map, smaller distance, you know, you need to aim faster, all that, you know. Now the reason I'm not gonna mention the Cast-Off 7.62 as well, because you already know that's a really good AR, it's because it's probably gonna get nerfed, just like the RPK as well. The RPK I wouldn't even touch it because it's an LMG and ASHIKA Island small map, so you know we don't want fat things. Imagine I get called a fat shamer for calling the RPK a fat gun. Imagine. But anyways, let's move on to the next weapon, and this one is actually like, I'm thinking this one I would use with a knife, literally a knife, no overkill needed, because this gun is like a balance between an SMG and an AR, and you probably already know what gun I'm talking about. It is the Cast-Off 74U because it's an SMG in the AR category. Like, it's basically a mix. Now the thing was, this gun was in Cold War and it kind of sucked in Warzone, so that's the one thing I'm kind of scared about. But currently in Warzone 2, it's a good gun. It's a good gun. Thing is though, it's not really used because you could use it as an SMG, but you have to use AR ammo for it. So it kind of like ruins the points. But now you can use it in ASHIKA Island when it comes out. And here's the loadout I would use for the 74U, and basically it's a multiplayer loadout because multiplayer is a good way to test your guns to see if they'll be good for a shorter close range map like ASHIKA Island. Now the next one's gonna be an SMG, and you probably already knew I was gonna mention this one because of course I feel like they could try to nerf this gun and it would still be really good, and that is the Vaznev. I feel like this is just an SMG that you can just like run around, have such good movement with, and time to kill. And yeah, here's the loadout I would personally use for it. Again, it's very similar to a multiplayer loadout because ASHIKA Island is a very close range map. Of course, you don't want to be running around with freaking fat ass guns. Again, I'm fat shaming guns, but yeah. And now let's get to the last weapon I'm gonna predict that will be like the meta, the new meta in Warzone, ASHIKA Island Resurgence, Warzone 2. It is going to be the STB AR. Now I know what you're thinking, you know, like what is this? Why is this gun gonna be good? Like what the hell? I remember back in the day in Rebirth times, man, like last year, early last year, I was just having fun using random weapons. That's what I'm gonna do in ASHIKA Island when it comes out. You better know I'm gonna make videos on like the most randomest shit ever. But I use many guns, and I noticed that random guns were actually like really competitive. So I believe this gun could actually be one of the best guns in Warzone 2 Ashika Island when it comes out. Here's the loadout I would use for it. I don't think it's gonna be a super long range AR. I think it's gonna be like a medium close range AR, and you can use this with some pretty good movements. I remember leveling this up in multiplayer, like when multiplayer came out, Modern Warfare 2, and bro, it was so good, bro, and it's actually still so good, and no one really talks about it, so like it's gonna be good, bro. So yeah, those are the 5 weapons that I would say are gonna be the meta when Ashika Island comes out on when is it, February 15th, I think, or something like that. You already know I'm gonna be making lots of content on that on TikTok and YT, because I'm back on the grind. I finally finished my freaking school exams. It was freaking stupid, but now we're back and we're gonna go crazy. Drop a like, subscribe, and peace.